Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and be prepared for a super fast lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7. For today's racetrack, after finishing from round 3 in the 2023 GTWS Nations Cup from Deep Forest Raceway, we're going in to be at Autopolis International Racing Course by using two versions of the Dallara SF23 Super Formula, with the Honda and Toyota version is about to be set and go for the time trial to go for the main objective in the goal by 1 minute 23.895 seconds to get 2 million GT credits before at the end of the month in May. But very good time to have the best date to be scheduled to be on June 1st, and this time is about to go to be coming up to be served as the next lap time challenge after finishing by using two versions of the SF23 models at Autopolis. So BOP regulation is about to be set automatically to be placed on the mid-speed. Two choices that you might gonna have to go for the garage car or event specific car to be set and organized, and be very careful because of the track limit and shortcut penalty to be set to be on normal and light. But I'm really gonna have to be preferred to be go for the Toyota version after finishing from round 3 of the Nations Cup at Deep Forest Raceway, that I'm always gonna have to go for the Toyota version to the SF23 Super Formula. So update to be adjusted to be on 625 horsepower, and weight to be remain in 1,477 pounds is about to be set and good to go to all set and good to go to be well super fast and master each part of the turns and elevation to go for the full course. So better brace yourself, folks. It's about to go fast and quick, just like Fuji International Speedway, by using two versions of the SF19 models. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go and start the race. Let's begin. So every 2 weeks after finishing from round 3 of the Nations Cup, so I almost forgot about it because the deadline is about to be set before at the end of the day, before tomorrow is going to be on Thursday. So I had to be remembered because ranking board is about to be served and get set to be ready up and go faster to have each part of the turns, and specifically to be on a different Japanese racing circuit. So I really might need to go down to do some search for some more GT players that has a replay icon that will have to help me out and go for the assistance. It takes matters of conclusion to be waiting on standby after having some major changes to be on slight delay, so I have to be sure if I have to go down to do some upcoming content videos after finishing for only one live stream video during the part of the Nations Cup from Wednesdays and Saturday. So there's one player right now that has a replay icon, and here we have is also to have Aris Basi is now having a good run in a minute 23.390 seconds. Different livery variation, Toyota version, and SF23 Super Formula is about to be double checked, and I'm about to go for it. Load the ghost, downloading, and ready up and go. Well, I can't say because by around in a minute 23 seconds is always gonna have to be meant to be super fast and super quick to go master to be on the full course in Autopolis International Racing Circuit. So I had to find out, and let's see how the strategy that I'm about to go and moving on to take that final corner to be served as a starting position. But the update performance is now being well to be served, so I might gonna have to stick it to the hook cam just to make sure if I have to do it right without using the overtake during the time trial. So here's turn 1, gonna have to go for the warm-up preparation, just to be sure to have that main balance to be quick, steady, and no brake balance at this moment. Gonna have to find the line because I just really don't want to end up in silver just like last time. Okay, that's turn 5. Go for turn 6. Followed by in turn 7. But I'm really sure of it because I'm really gonna have to take it and go practice whenever I can. Well, despite my loss of humiliation from round 6 of the Nations Cup at Dragon Trail Seaside for the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. But I still remember about what happened because all that tough racing that brings a whole lot of drama out there that brings me to put up as a witness. Dirty racing is always not my cup of tea as always because it gives me a lot of frustration and put me a lot of blame by having a criticism and even of course that we should be ashamed of ourselves as Gran Turismo players when we participate in round 6 for the Nations Cup on the same track and track and trail to be on the seaside location. And even of course, Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 is always meant to be super fast, FF drivetrain to be on the layout, and specifically just to be extra careful next time for the next season after finishing from the Nations Cup as we're about to go forward to be proceed in the Manufacturers Cup. So here's my first lap, 1 minute, 29.120 seconds, and keep pushing forward to be on the ghost car to be focusing up ahead on lap number 2. Gonna have to keep a good balance because I really might need to stay on the main focus right over onto the ghost car. That's very good. Now for the hairpin to be proceed down the hill on sector 3. Time to speed up quickly and stable to be going down to be on the main turn to be well positionized and go steeper on the uphill. Okay, I just got a little bit distracted after I just been participating from last race. I just really might need to get myself together. I know how hard it is after the Nations Cup, but I can still wait for the final round before at the end of the season for the 2023 series as the Manufacturers Cup will be set to be scheduled on June 7. So let's start over onto a new lap, enter lap number 3. Come on, just gonna have to stay on focus. First turn clear, go again on turn 2. Gonna have to keep on my guard because this race and lap time challenge is about to get tough. That's a very good stable position to be well clear on the turn. Keep it up and have the gap distance to stay on the main edge. All clear on sector 2, going back on sector 3. Gap distance will have to be well increased by the update. Gonna have to do this just like last time on Grand Valley South. We're having a most flying ever for only one tune car for the Wicked Fabrication GT51. But this time, it'll have to go differently when using with the SF23 Toyota version for the Super Formula. Gonna have to work my way. Lap time to go clear. Update in the minute, 28.331 seconds. That's a very good pace. On to lap number 4. Keep it going. First sector cleared by the check. Now going back again on sector 2. There we go. Stay on the line. Keep up the good performance without losing amount of grip. But I still got enough good advantage to be well defended. 0.5 seconds is all I need. Okay, that's a good running grip. There we go. Just gonna have to take that ejected to go clear for Team UDRS and Sportec to master Autopolis International Racing Course for the SF23 model. Almost there. Fastest lap time update, 1 minute, 27.878 seconds. Very nice and very good. So let's go again in lap number 5. Just to climb up and get closer onto the ghost car to be served as a helping hand. Okay, that's a good run. Tried to stay steady on the left. But I know it, I'll have to make my best awesome time. Step it down. Resume on the dirt sector. Just gonna have to keep a good clean turn on the right. Okay, that's good. Gonna have to keep a good maintain by the position. Go for the final turn. 1.1 seconds. New record. Update by the time in a minute. 26.671 seconds. Now that's a good super fast lap time is now going cleared. Alright folks. Looks like that's it for only one session. Let's exit out. Going quickly, and that's a very good total time in 7 minutes, 34.346 seconds. 15.2 miles for having a main part of today's driving marathon, and good to be true. So here are the results for having an outcome for only one sector in lap number 2. 2 sectors highlighted to be marked in the green in lap number 5 on sector 2 and 3. For sector 1, that takes 17.055 seconds is always about to have the first and second turn by having a sharp angle and keep a good maintained steady balance. And also for lap number 5 in sector 2 and 3, 27.923 seconds and 41.672 seconds. So the best time is now being combined and equals into 1 minute, 26.671 seconds is now being served as the best time with a max speed of 174 miles per hour. Time to close out, and let's see the outcome results to be ends up in the gold. Nope, not yet, because it ends up in the bronze, but focusing to be on the main attempt to have a minute, 23.895 seconds. Well, somehow, it might be quite very possible to have one ranking board is now being doing the best serve. Well, I can't say because combustion is very much more tough times to go matter. Well, so much for having a short amount of the speed session for this part of the video segment. But am I gonna have to be preferred for having a duration to go 30 minutes? Well, I can't say, well, one helping hand is complete. Just gonna have to go and move on for having a next player to be well needed to have a best lap time by a minute and 23 seconds to do the first step. Well, just to be passed by a second ago, but there are some 2 choices between having 2 replay icons. There's Mista_MCA, the world's greatest OK player, and the YT GT Racing from Germany. So what do you guys think? Well, I kinda say my quick decision that I might gonna have to go with Mista_MCA's lap time by a minute, 22.905 seconds is absolutely to have second attempt to go faster and much more harder at this time. Well, I'll have to go for it and get back on the track for attempt number 2. But by the way, because it ends up originally to be served as a bronze for only one attempt, so just gonna make sure if I have to go for having a minor setback. So up I go, time to go faster, quicker, and go hardcore to be focusing onto this ghost car after my current ghost car to be well placed up. So I don't know how he did so far out there to have the best part of the racing strategy in Autopolis. I bet the main queue and braking position is now being set to be uphold. So I had to go again and get back to square one, so I'll have to be serving to do a drawing board just to have one part of the strategy at a time. Okay, the torque and braking sensitivity is all I need to keep it well checked. Gonna have to be extra careful. Okay, dive in. Watch out for incoming turns to avoid mistakes. Gonna have to keep it in good synchronization formation on each part of the corners to find a good line. Okay, there we go. Just gonna make one simple timeout call in. Just give me one moment, folks. Controller settings set to be on the torque in number 7 or 6. Just gonna have to reshape up to be on 8 on the 4 speed back torque, and even to have the 4 speed back to be on 6. Okay, there we go. Looks like I'm on the front, and he's going in to take that upper hand on the chase. Okay, that's a sloppy turn on number 4 and 5, but turn 6 is definitely might have to stay on track to be going focusing after I just been racing from D4's Raceway from the GTWS Nations Cup from round 3. But I still got a whole lot of phobia after been participating from round 6 at Dragon Trail Seaside for the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. But I cannot believe it that just my mind is barely completely just losing edge, and I didn't notice how it happens all the times. Maybe because of the dirty racing is put me a lot of blame, because that deserves to have not my cup of tea moment, because that's how dirty racing is not my type as well to see it, because that gives me a lot of frustration and total upset after finishing for only one race at the end of May. Okay, gonna have to go again and shape up on lap number 3. Okay, that's a sloppy move. Gotta start over on attempt number 3. Just the need to have a speed up effort if I'm gonna have to do it correctly to find a good line and go quicker to have the SF23 Toyota version of the Super Formula. Gonna have to go for the warm-up and have that main upper hand approach to go catching up and find the best cue to go separation. So, almost good enough. My ghost car is still got a lot of pushes out there to catch up onto the current one. Deaccelerate, going passive, toughen up, have that small hairpin to go clear. Okay, that might be a good line to be cleared to have the main part in turn number 8. Go for turn 9. Down the hill on sector 3. But it's about to get much more extremely tough out there with no braking at this point. Okay, there we go. Looks like time is on the progression. Still not yet to be well approved. but there's a minute 25.956 seconds, so I have to go harder to be quicker, and just gonna have to be stick around to be on the main lineup to have 2 ghost cars that will put me on the major combustion. But I'm just gonna be quite very stressed out, so I'm just gonna have to fight it with the stress I really need to took. Once if I had to go for having to find a good line separation between the main ghost car and my previous lap time to go check and updatable to be in the minute 25.956 seconds as now being placed on the bronze. So this will have to bring my own racing prediction for the second time since Fuji International Speedway for the SF23 Super Formula. But the second time with a different model of the Super Formula on a different track is gonna be doing the same thing, like having a different kind of a deja vu. Come on, just gonna climb up. Stay on the dirt gear.
Five minutes later.
Well, I just took 5 sections and 6 laps I just took to be adding up on the update for my current record is now at 1 minute 25.625 seconds, and still going endurance out there to be longer and have that most impossible lap time that I just come here to be participate. I'm still working on it because it takes matters for only 2 ghost cars for giving my time to go struggle. So I still got the pace, the speed, agile, and go cornering to have the inside of the line towards the apex is all I need to keep my good watchful eyes checked and open my mind that I just really might need to wake up. So gonna have to amp up, down the hill on the dirt sector again, going quick right, keep it steady, still need to do some proper quick improvement to get faster than ever. Okay, almost close enough to have that ghost car for me, but lap number 8, gonna have to amp it up and go for the speed on the groove. Okay, looks like gonna have to go for a quick defense. Looks like still gonna have to go for turn 3. Okay, that's good. Step it down, inside on the hairpin. Too much, too over rev. Okay, that's a sloppy move. I just really hated that happens. So I just took 4 sessions and 8 laps by the update for my current record in a minute 25.625 seconds, and still figured out to be pushing hard to beat my ghost car to get up onto the silver medal in about a few more hours left until the next lap time challenge will be moving on forward. But I'm still working on it because it takes matters of stress and endurance for only a few inches later until now. Just gonna have to keep currently to be stay on focus to have a good line towards the apex if I gonna have to step it up or more. So here's sector 3 to get back in. Too close when I'm on gear number 2. Okay, that's good. Stay stable on the elevation hill climb. Almost had enough. Go for lap number 10. Steady up and catch up by having a main attempt onto the first turn. There we go, but not even close. That could be a quick prediction guess. Okay, well, that's gonna be a very tough start to guess to do this for having my ghost card to have that main advantage. Still, not even far close. Gonna have to go and reshape up on the gap. Still need to do some work, you guys. Just for me, and go by over on the main ejected. So doing so far good. Now entered to be on the 11th lap. Current lap time update to be checked, and still need to go climb up by the improvement. Here comes the same thing again on turn 1 and 2. Okay, there we go. Got this to keep it smooth. Paved, cornering. Gap distance is still yet to be updated to be yet to simple. Alright, very good. Just to have one more turn to go check and calculations to have this analysis. So far so close. Just getting to make one best run time, and there it is. Finally. So I can't say because I have no choice, but I'll have to take the silver medal before the time runs out, before the next day is already here until June 1st. But after a short few minutes after finishing So after finishing a few hours ago at the end of May, so now we're about to be arrived in June 1st from today and now. Best time to go update after taking 11 grueling struggle laps by a minute 25.245 seconds is now being served as well. It takes 42 but it takes 44.2 miles ever since to be established to be well made for only 30.1 miles as the driving marathon combined amount for only 74.4 miles per hour to be on the main total. So here are the main results for only 6 sessions. After adding up onto session 5 is now being placed on the previous lap time. So here's lap 5 on the first sector is 16.942 seconds. Also for lap number 11 in sector 2 and 3. 27.484 seconds and 40.586 seconds. But the same max speed is always has 174 miles per hour. That brings out for only a best time in a minute. 25.245 seconds is now being served as an update on session number 6. So much for climbing up onto the gold medal, but comparison in world record in 4.66% in 12,012 place. 212s is now all in and checked to be well suitable for only one replay to be served as a regular and best lap time. So, second time ever to be using with a different kind of a Super Formula model, just like the SF19. This time in 2023 to be using with the SF23 model with a Toyota version. But after all, because just gonna have to work your way and get your improvement to be climbing up onto the gold medal as possible to be in the 3% on the rarity, so you have to do it right and have some helpful tips to go advanced and beyond the expert to see how good at it to be using with the Honda and version of the SF23 Super Formula. Now that's how, doing the basic time to go intermediate and going advanced to go hardcore to be racing on each part of the track in Autopolis International Racing Course. Well, it was an A-OK lap time that I just ended up in silver by around in 12,000, adding up with 34th place and exactly to be additional to have 1 million GT credits. So now back in progress and going up to be around in 3.4 million before coming up into the next lap time challenge. We'll be heading up to be at 24 Heroes Du Mans racetrack for the Group 1 category. 2 weeks are now being available and 5 days left for the Willow Springs Raceway in the streets of Willow Springs reverse direction for the G Reedy Fugusi. I can't say because it takes long time, long delays, and especially to be getting closer at the end of the Nations Cup for the 2023 series, and of course by having a debut to be well reviewed for having a best round 1 to be in the Manufacturers Cup to the same year. But after all, because we got 2 championship events will be coming up by tomorrow and Saturday for the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the 3rd round as we're about to go for the GR010 Hybrid. Time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. I'll have to get there and continue on to do some more farming work in the World Touring Car 600 at Tokyo Expressway after finishing for only one part of the video in the full walkthrough and moving on forward to buy some time, or I'll have to go for only 1 month or 2 months to buy some time and focusing for having my main project for the Vision Total Drama. We'll be doing a main top victory, Team Amazon, and Team Chris is really hot. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.